of Value Education. A warm welcome to Shri Mahendra Ji Kabra.
नमस्कार।
Welcome to you, sir.
आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We also have with us Dr. Chinu Agrawal, renowned psychologist and psychotherapist, trustee and research head of Hema Foundation and director of Feeling Mind. Ma'am is an international affiliate of American Psychological Association, internationally listed ACT practitioner, professional member of ACBS worldwide, a professional member of IASP, an advanced RECBT practitioner for adult, children, and adolescents, and trained and certified by Albert Ellis Institute, New York, USA. Ma'am is also trained and certified in CBT, DBT, and MI, a Diamond Leadership Coach, trained by Dr. Julie Diamond, and a Gottman Relationship and Parenting Coach, trained by Dr. John and Dr. Julie Gottman, a Gottman Licensed Assessor, IC Accreditation, Licensed Practitioner for Psychometric Suite of Instruments for Career Counseling in US, UK, Australia, and Asia by CPP Palo Alto, USA. Recently, ma'am was also invited to the University of Cambridge for a talk on mental health and wellness. Welcome to you, Dr. Chinu Agarwal, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sundarji, and a very warm welcome to you all. Looking forward to the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to welcome Srimati Shipra Kabra, a young investor and philanthropist. After completing her studies in commerce, is now a partner in Woodstock, which deals with investments in the stock market. Srimati Shipra Kabra engages actively in regular food distribution for underprivileged kids and also work towards the upliftment of the single mother families of people below the poverty line. So welcome to you, Shipra ma'am, who is also the trustee of Hema Foundation. Welcome to you, Shipra ma'am.
Thank you, Sundar sir. I welcome everybody to Hema Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you. We also have special invitees for the day. We have with us Dr. Sarika Mohata, controller of Disha Delphi Public School Kota, and Disha Delphi DDPS Kota is also the winner of the Hem Value Star Excellence Award in Hemotsav 2023. Welcome to you, Dr. Sarika ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sundar sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. We have with us Ms. Kalpana Bhaskar Shimpi, who is the headmistress of Thane Municipal Corporation, school number 98 in Thane. And ma'am is the ma'am's school, that is TMC school number 98, is also the winner of Hem Value Excellence Award in Hemotsav 2023. Welcome to you, Ms. Kalpana ma'am. As we move ahead, we have with us Ms. Monica Fogad, Director Principal of Paramount School from Sonipat. Ms. Monica ma'am, welcome to you ma'am. Ma'am, can you please unmute? May I request you to please unmute?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. It's being a proud moment for me to be a part of this Hema Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica ma'am. Thank you. We have with us now Ms. Neena Ketan Shukla, Principal of Shri J.R. Shah Bright Day School from Vadodara. Neena madam, welcome to you. Arvind ji, can we please have Ms. Neena ma'am? Ma'am, please आप unmute कर सकते हैं madam?
Yes. Good evening.
Yes, yes. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome
Good
to
evening.
the program.
Thank you very much. And just you are providing love from the last 3 years, very value-based program towards the children and teachers. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Neena ma'am. We now have with us Ms. Kirti Sachin Bang. Kirti Sachin Bang, founder and principal of Kids Kingdom Academy. Founder and principal of Kids Kingdom Academy. Welcome to you, Kirti ma'am. Kirti ma'am, may I request you to please unmute? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, giving me this opportunity to share everything and listen everything from everyone.
Thank you very much, Kirti ma'am. Thank you for being a part of the program. May I now request Dr. Chinu Agrawal ma'am to guide us and bestow us with the required knowledge on project-based learning as per NEP guidelines for the values of safety and cleanliness. Over to you, Dr. Chinu ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sundarji.
Thank you, ma'am.
Friends, we are in a very interesting week. 2nd October, Gandhi Jayanti was celebrated as Swachhata Divas, and हम लोगों को गवर्नमेंट ने एक प्रोजेक्ट दे दिया है खुद ही, जिसका नाम उन्होंने रखा है स्वच्छता पखवाड़ा, 15 days dedicated to Swachhata. And interestingly, we also have 10th October coming up as the World Mental Health Day. So before I begin to interact, say something from my side, I request you all to give me an idea about this Swachhata Pakhwada and Swachha, क्या बोलते हैं इनको, श्रद्धांजलि के जैसा एक word दिया है. Can anybody pronounce it for me? Swachanjali, is it?
Yes, ma'am. It is Swachanjali. Yes.
Swachanjali. You know, जैसे हम श्रद्धांजलि देते हैं किसी को, तो उन्होंने बोला है गांधी जी को अगर देना है तो स्वच्छांजलि दीजिए. And you know, because he was the person who was very, very dedicated to clean India. And हमने उनकी autobiography, My Experiments with Truth में भी पढ़ा, बच्चों को पढ़ाया भी. तो I want some of you to say something about what you are doing for Swachhata Pakhwada and cleanliness on your own in your schools. Will somebody like to talk about it? Please raise your hand so Arvind ji can highlight you and unmute you, or you can also tell me if you can speak about it on the message on the chat box. Are you all doing something or not in your schools? कर रहे हैं कुछ कि नहीं कर रहे हैं? Chat में लिख के बताइए मुझे. Cleanliness in our places, awareness in our places. You all are doing something. What are you doing? Can anybody tell me? Sakshi, would you like to talk? Jyoti is also having Jyoti Chauhan, cleanliness drive in your school. Vanashri Valecha, ma'am, you are doing cleaning every Saturday on your school. Shilpa Kulkarni, children are cleaning their own classrooms. Trishila Shaha, cleaning the surrounding area of the school. Irfan, TMC School, Shramdan for Swachhata. Would you like to tell us about your projects which you are implementing? Cleaning temple area, okay? Posters and spread awareness by moving in the vicinity. Friends, ये जो spreading awareness है स्वच्छता के बारे में, how important it is? How important do you think it is? Please tell me in the chat. You know why it is important? Not very long ago, till few years ago, I myself did not know about the different colored dustbins for सूखा कचरा and गीला कचरा. आप लोगों को पता था क्या इसके बारे में? And we did not know कि हॉस्पिटल वेस्ट एक अलग से डस्टबिन में डाला जाता है. एंड डू यू थिंक कि अभी भी how many people they do not know कि actually सूखा कचरा कौन से कलर में डाला जाता है और गीला कचरा कौन से कलर में डाला जाता है? Let us just check. हमें से किस किस को पता है? Will you please tell me in the chat box? ड्राई वेस्ट हम कौन से कलर के डस्टबिन में डालते हैं? और अब अभी 2 आंसर्स आ गए अलग अलग, ड्राई ब्लू वाले में और गीला ब्लू वाले में. ड्राई इन ब्लू, ड्राई इन ग्रीन, ब्लू इन वेट. अगर मेरे जैसे कोई अनजान है, मुझे तो कंफ्यूज कर दिया आपने कि ड्राई किस में डालते हैं और वेट किस में डालते हैं. ड्राई ब्लू, वेट ग्रीन. मनाराम जी wanted to speak something. मनाराम जी नमस्ते, आप कुछ बोलना चाह रहे थे?
मैम ये ऑडियो इज नॉट कनेक्टेड.
अच्छा अच्छा. Yes. Dry in green that can be degraded and wet in blue. फिर किसी ने बोल दिया wet in green and blue. पक्के से कौन बताएगा? Green for wet, it shows greenery, and dry in blue. देखो, आज के वेबिनार से और कुछ पता चले या ना चले, इतना तो पता चल ही जाएगा कि कौन सा कचरा कौन से डब्बे में जाएगा. At least this much we will be clearly knowing. This is, my dear friends, the importance of spreading awareness about cleanliness. Where we had a very beautiful skit on Hemotsav this year. I don't remember which school it was. Sundarji, do you remember? A school had presented a kit on Swachhata on Hemotsav.
That was one of the schools from Meera Bhayandar Municipal Corporation.
Yeah. Very nicely, those children had made posters, they had made a Nukkar Natak, and they had made, yes, cleanliness की एक पोएम सिखाई स्टूडेंट्स को एक्शन के साथ. एंड स्लम एरिया में रहने वाले बच्चों को मोहल्ले में अवेयरनेस के लिए एक्शन सॉन्ग जगह जगह करवाया. ड्राई इन ब्लू एंड वेट इन ग्रीन. Yes. So what is the correct dustbin now? Yes, dry in blue and wet in green is the correct dustbin. Even this much knowledge, this much awareness can go a long way in helping. Priya Patil wants to say something. Priya, we can't see your video, but we can only see your raised hand. So, my dear friends, we have been speaking about cleanliness till now. Now we want to convert it into projects. So while converting it into projects, we had 2 things in mind. One is keeping our surroundings clean. And one thing that as parents and teachers, both are concerned these days is about personal hygiene of students. Now it is a trend that students do not take a bath for a week. Are you aware about this trend? Especially the high school students and graduate students. अभी ये ट्रेंड में आ गया है कि हम तो हफ्ते में एक बार नहाते हैं. And I had written an article recently where we spoke about the goblin mode. Goblin mode is a new trend. As teachers, are you aware about their lingo, their language, which they are using and they are doing and they are following? Are you aware? कि आप अपनी वो अच्छी वाली दुनिया में जी रहे हो जहां पर हम लोग रोज नहाते हैं, रोज अपने रिचुअल्स करते हैं. Come out and see what they are doing. Unfortunately, we have lost touch with them, their world, their universe. And if we enter into it, you will come to know most of them feel. Why do you think somebody would not take a bath every day? Any reason comes to your mind? Please write in the chat. They get late to school, okay? Or laziness, or carelessness, screen time, save water, or rebellious attitude. No reason should be there. Defiance of parents, had bath previous night. They say, I get this answer. It is unproductive. It is a sheer wastage of time and resources to take a bath every day. Such intelligent generation, and they are giving us such reasons. My dear friends, we made a project on personal hygiene also, that's why. It is time to understand that lectures are not going to work. When we tell them, रोज नहाना ही चाहिए, personal hygiene maintain करनी चाहिए, brush करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए, they are not following it anymore. And so what do we need? We need some projects, some kind of experiential activities, some kind of interaction, some kind of deliberation, some kind of discussion with them where we can have a BC discussion. What do you mean by a BC discussion? A BC discussion means they have choices of certain behaviors. Each one of us has choice of behaviors available to us at every point of time. For example, you have a choice right now to be in this webinar or to do some household work. You have a choice to keep your video on in this webinar and focus and concentrate fully, or keep the video off and listen to the webinar half-heartedly while doing something, attending to some phone call or replying to some WhatsApp message. Each one of us has got choices. But these choices result into some consequences. Okay. Now let us see if we have a particular choice. For example, as a student, I have a choice to engage in my mobile phone, to read and study. This will also have a consequence. This will also have a consequence. Engaging in the mobile phone all the time or most of the time, will it have a different consequence than reading and studying, or will it have the same consequence? It will have a different consequence. Engaging will lead to lower academic performance, and reading and studying is going to lead to higher academic performance. Okay? If we can discuss with children in such terms, what happens? Now let us go to personal hygiene. What happens when you engage in habits that lead to personal hygiene and you do it regularly? What happens to your health? These are the consequences. What happens if you do not engage or are irregular? What happens if you neglect it altogether? all these behaviors will have consequences. If you desire the consequence of having a good health physically, of having a clean and neat appearance, of having a professional look, what kind of behavior should you choose? And if you want a consequence, which is the second or the third consequence, what kind of behavior should you choose? What happens is we do not do these discussions with the children. We concentrate on controlling their behaviors rather than aligning them with the consequences. Are you with me? आपको समझ में आई मेरी ये बात या एक बार और एक्सप्लेन करूं? मुझे बताइए चैट में. आपको समझ में आई हो तो ठीक है, हम आगे बढ़े, नहीं तो मैं एक बार और एक्सप्लेन करूं. So the first project that we gave to the students is of personal hygiene. Arvind ji, can you show the PPT of personal hygiene?
Yes, ma'am.
And the second that we gave them was of cleanliness of the environment or the surroundings. In this project, you can, as a school, decide whether you want to have them maintain the cleanliness of the classroom or the school or the ground or somewhere around the community. I'm also going to show a video. First, let me quickly show you the project on personal hygiene. Can you please run the PPT? इसको आगे करते जाओ, करते जाओ, करते जाओ. So this is a 3-week project. Next. In which first we do this discussion, जो मैंने अभी आपको सिखाया करना, behavior and consequences. And we ask them कि आपका hygiene का और cleanliness का क्या routine है, what works for you. Like for example, my husband would take a bath twice even in winters. If you tell me to do it, I will never do it. Similarly, as Hetarji just now said in the chat, some of them say that I have a warm bath in the evening. I do not have time in the morning, so I have a bath in the evening. So here we are understanding and asking them about their personal hygiene routines, and we are having a psychoeducation session with them about the consequences of each behaviors. Next. Now we brainstorm with them about different aspects of personal hygiene and ask them open-ended questions, such as next. What are the practices you follow? What are the areas that you want to improve? What do you think are the important elements of personal hygiene? And you can also add your design and add your own questions. Next. And then we write their responses on a board or a chart paper. We collect their responses so that we can facilitate the session further by helping them belong to this project. कि आप जो बता रहे हो उसी से हम project design कर रहे हैं. It is not a one-way instruction or imposition from our side. Next. Next slide, please. Then the group discussion. Next. Then individual reflection, which they do in a worksheet or a checklist in their own diary. Next. After they are helped to evaluate, examine their own personal hygiene routine and identify the areas where they would like to work, we help them by creating a personalized routine for improving their personal hygiene, where they could consider practices such as, next please, dental hygiene, body hygiene, hair care, hand washing, face washing and skincare. Next. Nail care, clean clothes, sunscreen, and other aspects which are relevant to their personal needs or cultural practices. Next. Now, after they have had this discussion, maintained their routine, done the practices, then they come up with a short presentation, poster or a written description, and they present it in the class as to how this project helped them to feel better by maintaining a personal hygiene routine, and what is their experience and what do they now feel about it. This presentation will actually encourage them and their other classmates to follow this routine and integrate it into their day-to-day life. Please stop sharing. So this was the first project that we did on personal hygiene, which you can do it with your students. Second project we did in the schools and communities. Arvind, I request you to please share a video of the projects that the schools conducted for the schools and the nearby communities.
हमें 4 चीजों का ध्यान रखना है। पहला, हमें अपने घर और आसपास सफाई रखना है। दूसरा, हमें वेस्ट अलग-अलग डस्टबिन्स में कलेक्ट करना है। एक में गीला कचरा यानी कि बायोडिग्रेडेबल वेस्ट और एक में सूखा कचरा यानी कि नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल वेस्ट लाइक प्लास्टिक। इसे हम वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन भी कहते हैं। आई होप अब आप लोग समझ गए होंगे कि आपको क्या करना है। यस मैम। वेरी गुड।
आज तो पूरी सोसाइटी को स्कूल ले जाना चाहिए था।
हाँ।
एक मिनट आंटी, एक मिनट। हाँ आंटी, अब फेंक दीजिए।
हाँ, अब कचरा बाहर नहीं गिरेगा।
हाँ, जब भी कोई कचरा फेंकना हो ना, हम दोनों को आवाज लगा देना, हम लोग आ जाएंगे।
जो बात हमें तुम्हें समझानी चाहिए थी, वो बात तुम बच्चों ने हमें समझाई है।
आज से हम भी तुम्हारे स्वच्छता अभियान का हिस्सा है।
और हम ही क्यों, पूरी की पूरी सोसाइटी तुम्हारे साथ है।
हम सब तुम्हारे साथ हैं।
Yes.
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने। स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने। हर गली अब उन्नति की राह जाएगी, धूप आशा की आंगन आंगन गाएगी। स्वप्न गांधी जी का अब साकार करना है, स्वच्छता का देश में त्योहार करना है।
Did you see the projects that were submitted to us last year? The schools which, encouraged their students and conducted these Swachhata Abhiyans, not only in the schools, but in nearby communities. And they sent these videos, these pictures, they uploaded it on Hem Virtues portal. And we were encouraged that if schools can take up these projects and inspire their students, the dream of a clean India is not so far away. अगर हम सब इसको मिशन की तरह, एक टॉर्च बेरर की तरह इस मशाल को हाथ में ले लें, तो वो दिन बहुत दूर नहीं जब ये सपना साकार हो सकता है। तो पर्सनल हाइजीन और कम्युनिटी हाइजीन दोनों के लिए बच्चों को एनकरेज करने के लिए पहले हम हेमा फाउंडेशन ने जो मूवी बनाई है वो बच्चों को दिखाएंगे, उसके ऊपर चर्चा करेंगे, उससे रिलेटेड सारे टास्क करेंगे और प्रोजेक्ट करवा कर बच्चों से उसको हेम वर्चुअस पोर्टल पर सबमिट भी करेंगे। आई होप you are all with me till here?
Yeah.
Yes. Now we go to our next value, that is safety. So I was telling you about the World Mental Health Day, which is there on 10th October. Dear friends, the theme of World Mental Health Day 2023 is mental health is a universal human right. And 3 places where they have identified to work on mental health is home, school, and workplace. हेमा फाउंडेशन का जितना सारा करिकुलम हम लोगों ने बनाया है, वो केवल वैल्यू एजुकेशन का करिकुलम ना होकर इमोशनल एजुकेशन का भी करिकुलम है। जब हम सेफ्टी की बात कर रहे हैं तो हम WHO के दिए हुए तीनों प्रिंसिपल्स की इमोशनल सेफ्टी की भी बात कर रहे हैं, जहां पर the 3 principles they give is protection, promotion, and implementation of emotional and mental health education in schools. तो सबसे पहले जब हम प्रोटेक्शन कह रहे हैं, प्रोटेक्शन का मतलब क्या है? प्रोटेक्शन हम किस चीज से करते हैं? प्रोटेक्शन करने की क्या जरूरत पड़ती है हमको? प्रोटेक्शन किस चीज से किया जाता है? प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. From dangers around. So, are you aware about the dangers which are around us and our children in the sphere of emotional safety? Especially post-pandemic. Strangers or negative thoughts. Exactly, Vishakha ji. Stress, loneliness, or safe and unsafe touch, or क्या dangers है? और क्या dangers है? Well, the biggest dangers is our children do not find a safe place to talk, my dear friends. वो अपनी सारी सफरिंग, चाहे वो पेरेंट से रिलेटेड हो, घर के एनवायरनमेंट से रिलेटेड हो, या स्कूल से रिलेटेड हो, अपने एकेडमिक स्ट्रेस से रिलेटेड हो, अपने फ्रेंडशिप से रिलेटेड हो, जितनी भी उनकी अपनी बाधाएं तकलीफें हैं, अपने मन के अंदर ही रखते हैं, क्योंकि उनको कहीं सेफ प्लेस नहीं मिलती उसको उजागर करने के लिए, उनको आउटलेट नहीं मिलता। इसका नतीजा क्या है पता है? What is the consequence of this? Depression, demoralization, or negative thoughts and behaviors, aggression, frustration, very good, और loneliness तो है ही, mental health issues, they start devaluing themselves, they start feeling demoralized, addictions, a burgeoning problem in our society, lack of concentration, suicides, sleep deprivation, avoidance, feeling of worthlessness. ये सबको बचाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? What is it that we will have to think and do? Any ideas? Any ideas for this? Communicate with them, talking with them, creating awareness, motivating them, give them an environment where they feel wanted, make them aware about their own emotions. Buddy teachers, counseling, ये सब तो खैर है ही. So friends, we have made a project on emotional safety first. So could you, Arvindji, please show it, the project on emotional safety?
Yes, ma'am.
And then after emotional safety, one more area of safety that I am going to talk to you about is cyber safety. I'm sure that so many of you are concerned about this as well. नहीं, ये नहीं, इससे पहले वही पीपीटी चलाइए जो अभी चला रहे थे, ये उसके बाद चलाएंगे. Go to emotional safety. इसको सबको रन कर दीजिए फटाफट. प्लीज रन इट, इसको पूरे प्रोजेक्ट को रन कर दीजिए आगे. This is the project on school and community cleanliness that we have made, which they can read afterwards. And then it will be followed by the worksheets. Please run them also. Then you'll come to emotional safety. Yes. इसको एक स्लाइड आगे करिए. आगे. So first again the safety movie is shown, and then many discussions will come out after they have watched the movie. And one of the discussions that we would like you to facilitate with them is emotional safety. Can we go ahead? So here, the project is divided into 3 parts. In the first part, we help them, next slide please, to identify the signs when they feel they are in an emotionally unsafe situation. तो इसमें 3 चीजें हैं, एक तो उनके फीलिंग्स, दूसरे उनके बॉडी सेंसेशंस और तीसरा उनके बिहेवियर्स. So feelings उनको कैसे फील हो रही है? Are they feeling sad, hurt, anxious, confused? कभी-कभी बच्चे फीलिंग्स को वर्बलाइज नहीं कर पाते, तो दे माइट से कि हमको बॉडी में हैवीनेस चेस्ट में फील हो रही है, या हेडेक हो रहा है, या टिंगलिंग सेंसेशन फील हो रहा है. और सबसे ज्यादा ऑब्वियस जो होता है वो होता है उनका बिहेवियर. So we see they are crying, they are not eating properly, or they are fighting, or they are not wanting to go to school. So we know that there is something that they are feeling to be unsafe. In the next part of the project, next. And in the second part, we help them to prepare their own coping toolbox. अगर ऐसा रहा, ऐसा आपको फील हो रहा है तो आपको क्या करना चाहिए, उसके लिए हम उनको उनके फीलिंग्स को और व्हाट दे आर गोइंग थ्रू उसको लिखना सिखाते हैं, उनको एक जर्नल या डायरी मेंटेन करना सिखाते हैं. एंड देन वी हेल्प देम टू आइडेंटिफाई who are the trusted people with whom they can talk, who can give them a safe listening ear. That is the third part of the project. Please go to the third part. So, उनको पेरेंट्स, टीचर्स, सिबलिंग्स और फ्रेंड्स में से 4 लोगों के नाम और फोन नंबर लिखकर अपने कोपिंग टूल बॉक्स में रखना है, वेयर दे ट्रस्ट कि अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ तो मैं मम्मी से जरूर बात कर सकता हूँ, या मैं अपनी इस अंकल से बात कर सकता हूँ, या मैं अपने इस फ्रेंड से बात कर सकता हूँ, या मैं अपनी इस टीचर से बात कर सकता हूँ. एंड देयर इज नो हेजिटेशन दैट आई शुड फील व्हाइल टॉकिंग टू देम. They will keep my things confidential, they will not share it with anyone, and they'll support me, and they will help me to decide what should I do in that particular situation. So this is the project of emotional safety. We have provided coping toolbox का एक पूरा कैसे coping toolbox बनता है उसका एक गाइडेंस का वर्कशीट हमने उसमें प्रोवाइड किया है, और साथ में आइडेंटिफाइंग इमोशंस के लिए भी हमने एक वर्कशीट प्रिपेयर करी है जो आपको हेल्प करने के लिए, रेफरेंस के लिए है. इसके अलावा जो सेकेंड प्रोजेक्ट है वो है साइबर सेफ्टी का. स्टॉप स्क्रीन करिए. देखिए, हमारे बच्चे जिस तरह से स्क्रीन यूज कर रहे हैं, हम लोगों को सबको आजकल इस बात की चिंता है कि दे आर नॉट सेफ इन द वर्चुअल एनवायरनमेंट. हाउ कैन वी हेल्प देम टू कीप देमसेल्व्स सेफ? उसके लिए हम एक ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट उनसे करवाएंगे जहां पर वी विल फॉर्म ग्रुप्स एंड देन वी विल हेल्प देम कि आप एक रिसर्च करके आइए और बताइए कि साइबर डेंजर्स कौन से हैं, कौन से सिचुएशंस में हमको क्या करना चाहिए, कौन से पॉइंट्स हैं जिनको हमको अपने ध्यान में रखना चाहिए टू कीप आवरसेल्व्स सेफ ऑन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ इंटरनेट. Now, can you show that PPT quickly, Arvind ji? So one of the dangers in cyber safety is cyberbullying. So here are some tips that we give to the students, and we ask them to prepare a presentation keeping these points in mind. Next, please. चलाते जाइए slides, चलाते जाइए. So first is, how can you be kind and respectful towards others when you are on the internet? इंटरनेट पे भी हमें अपने मैनर्स और कर्टसी नहीं भूलनी है, चाहे हम किसी से सोशल मीडिया पर चैट कर रहे हैं, या फेसबुक पर कमेंट्स कर रहे हैं, या हम इंस्टाग्राम पर उनके फोटोग्राफ्स के ऊपर कोई कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे रहे हैं. हाउ शुड वी मेंटेन हेल्दी बाउंड्रीज while being kind and respectful? Next, थिंकिंग बिफोर यू पोस्टिंग. कई बार हम बिल्कुल ही इम्पल्सिव होकर कोई भी चीज फॉरवर्ड कर देते हैं, ये सोचते हुए कि अगर हमको इतनी अच्छी लगी तो दूसरों को भी अच्छी लगेगी, अगर हमको ये जानकारी यूजफुल लगी तो दूसरों को भी लगेगी, नॉट नोइंग दैट it could even hurt or humiliate someone, or at least it will spam someone's mobile and they might or might not be interested in this information. So helping children to understand that they have to think, pause before they post. Next. Keeping personal information private. My dear friends, please stop sharing. So many children become a party to cybercrime or a victim of cybercrime because they post or their parents post unnecessary details about them on the internet. How can we help children to differentiate between what to post and what not to post on the internet, and what is the objective of posting things on internet that can also be converted into a project? Arvindji, now can you go to the previous PPT, please, quickly, so that I can show them both the projects. I have already shown you emotional safety. Cyberbullying, cyber safety के लिए भी हमने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया जिसमें हमने एक पूरी वर्कशीट बनाई है जहां पर हम बच्चों की हेल्प करना चाहते हैं to help them brainstorm and then maybe make presentations not only for their own class but for their junior classes as well, and we can even hold poster competitions or presentation competitions, elocution competitions on this subject in your school. आगे पूरा आगे कर दीजिए, run it. हाँ, ये वाला एक मिनट और ऊपर एक और slide ऊपर. So in this project, in the week 1, they will discuss and understand what is cyberbullying and how it can happen on the internet. Then in the second week, please take me to the second slide. They will do the research and come up with ways how can they prevent it in the classroom. Then in the third, they will make the presentation or the poster presentation in their classroom and outside their classroom. जो आपके स्कूल में कॉरिडोर्स रहते हैं वहां पर ये पोस्टर्स लगा सकते हैं. असेंबली में हम इस पॉइंट को टेकअप कर सकते हैं. हम स्टूडेंट्स के पैनल डिस्कशंस करा सकते हैं, डिबेट्स करा सकते हैं, एलोक्यूशन कॉम्पिटिशंस करा सकते हैं, so that each and every student in the school becomes aware about what is cyberbullying and how can they keep themselves safe. My dear friends, these are only 2 of the concerns that I have taken in the projects. But safety को लेकर और भी बहुत सारे concerns है. Can you please stop screen sharing, Arvind ji? जैसे कि छोटे बच्चों को फिजिकल सेफ्टी के लिए भी हमें बहुत सारी चीजें बताने की जरूरत है. Whether it is the harms of screen time, gadgets, how they are unsafe for their eyes, how earphones can be unsafe for their ears, how it, पहले हम सोचते थे कि माचिस और आग की सेफ्टी बस बच्चों के लिए एक सेफ्टी सिखाने का टूल है, but now we have so many other things. एक पूरा का पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना है, आपको जानकर ताज्जुब होगा, जो इसी चीज के लिए काम कर रहा है, how to prevent fatal falls while using mobile phones. आज हमारे पास टाइम की कमी है, नहीं तो मैं आपको वो वीडियो दिखाती जिसमें वो लोग बताते हैं कि कैसे मोबाइल से लोग सड़कों के गड्ढों में गिर जाते हैं, कैसे वो इलेक्ट्रिक तारों पर गिर जाते हैं, कैसे वो छत पे से गिर जाते हैं. They are not aware at all about the danger. So how can we help them to walk mindfully, eat mindfully, and to keep themselves physically safe as well? और केवल साइबर बुलिंग ही नहीं, हमारी एक मूवी है दगड़ू जिसमें हम एक्चुअल बुलिंग के लिए भी बच्चों को अवेयर करते हैं, जो एक बहुत ही बड़ा प्रॉब्लम स्कूल्स में बच्चों के साथ होता है कि सारे सेफ्टी के पॉइंट्स पर आप लेकर और अपनी तरफ से भी प्रोजेक्ट्स क्रिएट करके हमें भेज सकते हैं। हमारे ये प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में, इनको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद आपकी जो भी फीडबैक है वो हमें ज़रूर बताइए। आप इन प्रोजेक्ट्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद इनको अपलोड करना ना भूलिए, क्योंकि अगर आप अपने स्कूल ने, आपके स्कूल ने जो कुछ किया हम तक नहीं पहुंचाएंगे तो हेमोत्सव के बाद में जब हम इवैल्यूएशन करेंगे तो आप पीछे रह जाएंगे। हमने इसके लिए पूरा एक सिस्टम बनाया हुआ है जो आपको निरंतर हम मेल पर भेजते भी रहते हैं, और अब हम दोबारा भी भेज देंगे। ये प्रोजेक्ट, ये पीपीटीज जो भी मैंने आपको दिखाई हैं हमारे पोर्टल पर अवेलेबल हैं, आप जाकर वहाँ इनको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, इनको देख सकते हैं, और कोई भी डिफिकल्टी हो तो आप हमें लिख सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much, Dr. Chinu ma'am, for taking us from helping us understanding about goblin mode to helping us understand why it is important to always be on the alert mode. So this way you beautifully covered the topic of both cleanliness as well as the safety aspect. Thank you very much, ma'am. We just got an information that today our chief guest is unable to attend the program. Being an IPS officer, he has an urgent meet and he is unable to attend the program today. So sincere apologies from our side to all of you over here. May I now request Arvind ji to please play a short video by our advisory board member, also Head of Department of Psychology of Gurukul Kangri, deemed to be University of Haridwar, Professor Rakesh Kumar Jain ji. A very short video by Professor Rakesh Kumar Jain ji for all the participants over here. Please.
Hema Foundation is doing an exceptional work in the area of value education by inculcating human values in young children through movies, various activities, and preparing the educators by conducting workshops, webinars, various programs. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the trustees, all the persons associated with Hema Foundation, and all the participants for taking up this mission, and specifically Bhaiji for working in this area and taking up this noble cause of transforming the society by touching millions of lives. Within a short period of time, we see phenomenal growth in the activities of Hema Foundation. Thank you very much.
So our gratitude to Professor Rakesh Kumar Jain ji from Gurukul Kangri, deemed to be university, a university with which Hema Foundation is associated, and all the educators who are present over here at the end of the year for completing the project as well as for submitting the MCQs in your teachers portal. Post that there will be an evaluation, and then subsequently you all will be provided with the value educator certificate, which is certified by Hema Foundation as well as Gurukul Kangri Vishwavidyalaya for all those institutes which is outside Maharashtra. And for institutes that are based in Maharashtra, the certificate will be jointly certified by Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapith as well as Hema Foundation. So gratitude to Professor Rakesh Kumar Jain ji on that note. May I now invite Srimati Shipra Kabra, trustee of Hema Foundation, to please share her vote of thanks. Shipra Kabra, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please unmute, Shipra ma'am? Yeah.
Sorry. Namaskar to all the guests, special invitees and educators attending the webinar by Hema Foundation. Through this thought-provoking session by Dr. Chinu Agrawal ma'am, we got to witness how project-based learning can encourage students to engage in active learning, critical thinking, collaboration, and problem solving. Project-based learning can contribute to improvising behavior and fostering responsibility in students. Dr. Chinu Agrawal ma'am explained the same so well. Efforts of this nature actually empowers all the educators to take forward this ready-to-use module and implement the same effectively in schools. Like last year, we did a project with Meera Bhinder Municipal Corporation, and more than 10,000 10,200 students participated in this cleaning drive from over 120 schools. This year, more weightage will be given to schools doing exemplary work in value education through project-based learning and completion, the grade-wise learning module, which has been designed in accordance with NEP and NCRT. I also take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the other special invitees. Thank you so much, everybody. Arvind Bhaiya, Vande Mataram.
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजला सुफला मलयज शीतला सस्यश्यामला मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां